And we are the Knights of Entertainment, a podcast covering your favorite and unknown movies, games, comic books, anime, and more weekly. We appreciate you being here and hope you enjoy the show. This is what we are covering tonight.
Episode 1 of Extreme Cheapskates. How cheap can you go? That's the motto of the fucking whole show. How cheap and disgusting can you possibly be?
I'm assuming it's pretty bad.
It gets real bad. Episode 1 off the bat is fucking horrendous. If that's number 1, I can't imagine the season finale. It's like 3 seasons long.
All right, but before we do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can enjoy the show on YouTube, Spotify, Rumble, Odyssey, and more. We also have membership tiers on those platforms if you'd like to support the channel, or you can check out buymeacoffee.com/KLE podcast. But let's go ahead.
Hot chocolate. Buy me a hot chocolate. I don't like coffee.
Well, technically on Buy Me a Coffee, it's a mead, so...
Give me some alcohol.
I need to get fucked up.
All right, so episode 1, season 1 of Extreme Cheapskates starts with a woman by the name of Kate, a super regular normal name, American name, Kate. Last name is Hachimoto. So quite the day. Like, oh, okay. Be like if you were Hispanic, your last name is Rodriguez, and your first name is Steve. My name is Steve Rodriguez.
my name's Jim Rodriguez.
Jim Rodriguez. They can't help it when they say that. They can say Jim normal, but they can't say the other one.
Hernandez
Gonzalez. I come from Nicaragua. They always say that word like that.
Just make sure you say the full word.
Hey man, I'm not saying the N word. Come on now. It's a country. I didn't name it.
Like people that whenever you show them the name of the country, Niger.
Oh yeah, it looks. It is real bad. All right, so she lives in New York. So I'm guessing this is back in 2008 because I didn't have the date on the video. It was on Tubi. Tubi has so much just rare treasures. Such quite the treats on Tubi. Some of the randomest shit you've ever seen in your life. Tubi is a gold mine.
Hey, no shit mine sometimes.
I watched lingerie mixed martial arts. It was fucking volume 42. Some of the weirdest shit on there. So the whole series is about these people that live very frugally, like to such an excessive degree that they are able to be on a TV show. That's the only way I can explain it. Like they're so cheap that they garnered them attention from TLC. I guess when the show came out was on TLC.
See, next you're gonna see Big Ed. He's gonna start doing the cheapskate stuff too, that way he can stay popular.
Is he a cheapskate?
No. He was on that 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, is this that one guy?
Yeah, the big fat guy with no neck.
I always thought he was taller until I saw him. I'm like, maybe like 4'3". What the fuck? He's shorter than I am.
Felt like a fucking brick.
Like that thing about proportion in TV shows is like legit. Because when I saw him, like, wait a minute.
And he called himself Big Ed.
No, that's Big Ed. I got a small dick though. I can't even look down my neck. Looks like a mountain, like a mountain range. Sorry, Big Ed, but come on.
Oh, he deserves it.
Is he an asshole?
Yeah.
Good. Then he would deserve it. So off the bat, anytime Kate Hachimoto goes to a bathroom in a public place, after she's done using the paper towels, she puts those shit in her pocket. It's like, well, I'm keeping all these used paper towels that I use. So that's off the bat the first thing you see her do. Like I guess I get it. Like I used to put paper towels, but like fresh
new ones, yeah,
in my pocket in case I needed it, but not one I just used. But that's her deal. So that's already number 1. Is the first thing she did for the very first like 3 minutes into the episode. So she has never in her life bought furniture. Any furniture she's had has been either a hand-me-down or from dumpster diving. So she just goes out of her way.
See, out of the two, hand-me-down is fine.
Yeah.
Dumpster diving?
No, because that's where you get the bugs and the fucking bed bugs especially. And they are like the most immune creature to getting fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
They will ruin a house. They will ruin a marriage. The whole, like a happy, a mom, dad, and 3 kids, the whole family will be ruined. Divorce, separated, the kids hate their parents, all because of bed bugs. I promise you, they will ruin a fucking life. So she only pays, she lives in New York. She has a condo, fully paid for. I don't know what, I don't know where she got it or how she got it, right? It's all she has is like, I was livid actually. She only pays $200 a month in living expenses. That's it.
In New York?
Yes. Oh, like the condo is like control.
Where the fuck did she get the condo?
That's what I was thinking. Like, where the fuck did she get this place? Like, it's set. Like, she's good. If all she's paying is $200 a month, that's what, like, phenomenal. But then you find out why. Yeah, because all she pays on the house is real estate taxes and condo fees.
Right.
So good. When you get to her house, she shows the cameraman around, and she's got a makeshift couch. It's just two fucking mats wrapped in plastic on like a metal frame. That's her couch. Like, this is my couch. Is like in the corner. There's a fucking table blocking it. No one would sit on this couch because there's no leg room. It's like a shitty bed. But it's not her bed. Her bed is on the floor in the corner, made up of just two yoga mats and like just a blanket over it. This is where I sleep. This is where the magic happens. It doesn't, because I don't think she never said anything about a boyfriend.
Now, well, let's say, to be fair, if it was a tatami mat, it would make more sense.
I don't know. She said it was two yoga mats.
I'm just like, in my mind, I'm trying to think if she's trying to recreate a traditional Japanese house.
Oh, maybe. No, because no.
No, you know what, kind of like...
Yeah, like the one on the floor?
Yeah. Where it's not really a bed, it's just
a mat.
Yeah.
Man, be breaking the floorboards on those mats with all the fucking... Just saying.
Go through the floor?
Yeah. Fucking leave a dent. The neighbors came right in, the dick comes right to the fucking bottom of the fucking... It's like, God damn.
Not again.
Fucking butt cheek comes in through from her ass. Getting slammed down. So, yeah, her bed is basically just two yoga mats, and that's it. It looks... I guess it's a bed. It's fine. Huh. As long as you're comfortable. I've seen people sleep on fucking benches.
The floor.
Yeah. I used to have a friend that used to always come over, right? I sleep on my bed. That's tradition. You sleep on the floor. And he would wake up the next morning and he's like he's been sleeping in the woods for 3 days. He used to wake up just all beat the shit off the floor. He's like, oh God. I've been thinking about it in my head, and he's just like, oh. And I'm like, good morning, Fred. He's like, oh. But hey, man, he's not taking my bed. He used to wake up just defeated. He used to wake up like he was 40 and we were like 15. He's like, oh God. I had some rough floorboards. I can't get over it. I'm remembering it in my head. He just wakes up like, trying to do a push-up just to get up off the floor.
You didn't want to share the bed with her?
Hell no, it was a fucking kid's bed. I had a kid's bed for years. Like one of those twin beds, the tiny ones. There's no room for both of us.
You don't want a spoon?
Fucking dick to dick or dick to ass. Either way, it's all fucking terrible.
You don't want to go ass to ass?
If we went like foot to head, one of our feet would be in one's mouth. Eat sucking toes or something when you wake up in the morning. The worst was when I had like 5 friends over one time, and everyone was sleeping on the floor but me, right? And one of my friends wakes up in the middle of the night. He looks up because I had an AC, right? He looks up at me like, he's like, Cody, cold air. And he lays on top of our friend Cody for the rest of the night. He just lays right on top of him. He woke up out of a dead sleep. He's like, Cody, cold air. And he fell right back asleep on him. I'm like, what the fuck? Because he was hot. And Cody just fell asleep with him on top of him for the whole night.
Oh, God.
Hey, man, it got wild in there. Like a fucking sauna. We're fucking sweating, playing Crimson Sky till 3 a.m. Fucking having nervous PTSD from the battle, from the fucking plane wars. Like, all these fucking dog fights. They're taking it out of me. Okay, so she's got a dishwasher, but she doesn't use it at all. All she uses it for is storage. And
that's every Asian family, so that's fine.
I had no idea.
Storage.
Cool.
Dishwasher is your hands.
And she has a stove that she had disconnected. Like, I didn't want this stove because she didn't want it. She said it was too expensive to have it because the minimum fee is $17.50 a month just to have it turned on with the gas. So she's like, that's too expensive for me. Let me shut the stove off. So she has this little electric stove that she puts on top of that she has in the storage of the dishwasher that she uses to cook all her food. So I'm like, okay, $17.50 is too much for her? Okay. She's already spent $200. She never said what her job is, by the way. Huh. But I'm like, there has to be a reason to be this frugal for something you want to attain, right?
Right.
You can't die with this money unless you want the most extravagant funeral or unless she donates it to charity or does something noble. I don't understand people being this fucking cheap for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, what? Give me a reason why you're this cheap. I would understand.
Yeah.
But just to be cheap, what's the point? Okay, so she hasn't. She at the time of the fucking episode, she says she hasn't washed her clothes in 8 years. So that means she hasn't done laundry in 8 years.
You don't have to be a cheapskate to do clothes, though. Shit.
Yeah, what she would do is while she showered, she would use the excess water on the floor of the shower, of the tub, and she would wash the clothes on that. Yeah. So as she's done,
so she was taking extremely long showers.
Well, it'd be like one item article of clothing for the day, I guess. Like, it wasn't like a whole fucking pile of clothes, but she would shower, then the excess water, she would and then she would hang the clothes up on the fucking hook of the shower curtain, the rim, I guess.
The rod, yeah.
Yeah, the rod. So I'm like, all right, whatever. And she hasn't bought clothes in 8 years either. Or no, but maybe I messed that up. I think I went too far. No, she says she doesn't do laundry. She washes while she showers. She hasn't bought clothes in 8 years. So she's at a steady weight, I guess, because her clothes sort of fit. Not really. You'll find out why. The last time she bought underwear was 1998.
Holy fuck.
So that was from 2008 to 1998. Like 10 years, apparently.
Good God.
Those fucking... Those must have some war scars. Her fucking under drawers just fucking wrecked.
Stains abound on them.
The stains so embedded into the fucking fabric of the clothes, they don't come off anymore. That's the color now. That's what I'm thinking. So she says it's this pair of shorts she has, right?
Yeah.
That she says is 1995. And the band on the elastic band of these fucking shorts have just blown out. They are done. Once the elastic blows out of the fucking clothes, they don't come back, right?
Yeah.
So she takes the binder clips and she clips it on, and then she puts it on. She like ties it, and so she can keep the shorts on, like a little mini belt, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how she keeps using the same shorts she's had since '95.
Good God.
They're like just blown to hell, but the elastic is just worn out. Looks like a whore's asshole. And just fucking destroy. like a 50-year hooker asshole. This one was weird. She doesn't believe in paying for toiletries. So she's like, shampoo, soap, toothbrush, all that stuff. Like, you shouldn't pay for that stuff. So she goes out of what she joins mailing lists, or she'll look online for like promotional events, and she'll sign up for those. She'll do everything she can to get sample items instead of just buying the toiletries. So she'll go out of her way and go to a promotional event that'll probably last like 3 hours just to get some free samples. I'm like, why don't you? That's just a waste of time, but whatever. And so she has this fucking box just full of samples, shampoo and soap and fucking perfumes and fucking razors. I'm like, God dang. So she just has just an endless amount of samples that she has.
Right.
And she doesn't use toilet paper.
Oh, God.
To be fair, what she does is normal if you had a bidet, but all she does is soap and water to clean her booty hole. No cloth, no nothing, just soap and water. I'm like, okay, fine. That's pretty clean though.
Okay.
But how do you wipe it, the excess water? Well, maybe she just air dries it. I don't know.
Spread the cheeks.
Spreads the cheeks and probably dumps the water into the fucking tub so you can wash some more clothes. She cuts her own hair, which is, I guess, for a woman, probably not as normal.
Not as normal, but that's not
whatever.
super crazy.
Right.
Because I know that haircuts for women go up into the $200 range.
That's what she was saying.
So that makes somewhat sense.
So here's her big one. All that stuff is fine, I guess. Not really.
Not really. No.
it's especially if I go to her house and I take a fucking massive dump, and I'm like, "Where's the toilet paper?" She's like, "Here you go." And she's like this tiny bar of soap and this fucking little canister of water, and this like jug of water, and I'm like,
get lost up your ass.
"Yeah, like I'm gonna lose this." First of all, how do I wipe the soap on with my finger? That's gross. At least put it on a paper towel first and then wipe. You know what I mean? Or like a wet wipe. Like put some soap on a wet.
You don't want to share the same little bar of soap?
No. Do like a wet wipe with soap on it.
And you're gonna be dragging it through shit.
That's I guess that is pretty gross actually. That's what she's saying she does. Her fingers must reek. All right, so the big terrible thing she does to me anyway,
Okay.
is that she doesn't pay for food. She's like, all these high-end grocery stores in upstate, all they do is just throw pretty edible food into the dumpster. So I just go in there and dive for it. So she dumpster dives for all her food. She doesn't pay for any food. And she says that she eats food that can be like months or years expired. And it's totally okay with her. Like people freak out because the expiration is so close, but you can eat food months or years after. I have, and I'm like, wow.
She's gonna be the one that has those tapeworms like we read about last week.
Oh yeah.
This is patient zero.
Oh yeah, that's probably her doing the video.
This is how you get worms.
Here's how fucking meticulous and experienced she is. I shouldn't say meticulous, but how experienced she is dumpster diving. She says that the store managers don't like her dumpster diving. They don't like people dumpster diving in the back of their. I guess it looks weird to customers or whatever.
Yeah.
So she figures if she dresses more like a homeless person, they'll show more sympathy and let her dumpster dive. So she goes out. She actually has her dumpster dive clothes, a raggedy, like it used to be white, now it's light brown shirt. Like you could tell it used to be white, and now it's like just full of holes, just brown stain, and her fucking little shorts that she wears with the elastic band blown out, and she goes fucking dumpster diving. Here's where it gets bad. So she's having her friend Matt from school over, which by looking at their interaction, I'm pretty sure they fucked before, because it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, but imagine that.
So she's,
you know how gross that would be.
Well. So she's having her friend Matt and his girlfriend come over.
Okay.
Like an old friend, Matt. Like, come on over, Matt. It's been so long. She was using a cell phone, right? Like a pretty high-end looking cell phone. I'm pretty sure it wasn't hers. There's no way. Like, it's probably one of the camera crews or somebody's phone that she let them borrow.
Yeah.
Or that they let her borrow. Because there's all this living, and I'm sure you don't have a normal phone.
Yeah, so if you have a phone, then you've ruined the entire cheapskate thing.
Yeah, pretty much. And so she's like, well, let me get some good food for him. So she goes to dumpster dive to make food for when they come over. So she finds like, she likes to find packages of food. So she found like turkey. She found chicken. She found grapes, lettuce, just lettuce thrown into a dumpster loose. And she's like, I mean,
loose? Oh,
yeah.
God.
The fucking, yeah, everything, all the fruit was loose. This tomato still looks pretty good. She found a fucking carrot cake that was complete, right? Like it was in the wrapping and it was in the cover. It had everything. She found a box, and when she opened it, there was one last piece of chocolate cake. This chocolate cake still looks good. And so she fucking just gets all this fucking, and one of the store managers in the store, right? She's like, hey, you can't be doing that. She's like, oh, it's okay. I'll close it back up here in a little bit. I'm just dumpster diving. And so the lady's like, you can't be doing that shit. But then she says like, oh, once it hits the curb, apparently it's public property, so they can't really do much about it. That's what she said. So she didn't give a shit. So she's fucking grabbing all the food, trying to eat it while she's going. The shooting wasn't doing that, but you imagine her eating it while they're trying to chase her. So she goes back to her house. She gets her fucking stove, little electric stove. She puts a pot, and then she dumps all the food that was in the packages, like the chicken and the beans and rice and stuff. She dumps it into one. She wants to make a medley to warm it up for him. Ew. And then in another pot, she found a bunch of chicken fried rice. So she's cooking all that. So it's two different pots of food. And and that food looks fucking disgusting.
Maybe just the description.
Maybe because I know it's dumpster food. But even if this stuff's like, I'll tell you how I knew it was disgusting. Like it was disgusting before, right?
Yeah.
But when you see what they do with the food, I'm like, wow. They didn't have any red flags. So Matt and his girlfriend, well, I think her name is Rose. Did I write it down? Yeah, his girlfriend Rose. They come over, right? And the minute they come in, she's showing them all like, oh, here's my bed, here's my fucking couch, all this just weird stuff, right? And Rose and Matt just look fucking drenched in sweat. And I'm like, damn, they good? They're Caucasian, so that they got hot immediately is what it looked like. And it turns out that she doesn't have an AC. She doesn't pay for AC. I don't know what she does in the summer in New York, of all places.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like fucking over 100 degrees, right?
Yeah.
But Rose, she visibly got redder and redder as the little sequence went on. She's like, I gotta step outside real quick. She had a fucking cold ass bottle of water that production probably gave her, because I'm sure Kate didn't have any fresh water. I know damn well she didn't have any fresh water. And she's in the corner. She's down the hall. The hall is colder than the fucking building.
Yeah, because it's got the AC coming from the other apartment.
And then fucking Kate's actually sweating a little bit. I don't think she was sweating from out of nervousness more than just
hot.
Yeah, she's just used to the heat. But they're fucking. And Matt's got this fucking long ass grin, like, oh fuck, what did I walk into? What did I do? Trying to meet an old flame that he probably had a crush on. Because to be honest, Kate was kind of cute.
He thought he was gonna get a 3-way.
But man, she is crazy. So she brings the food out, and it's of course the table is just a makeshift bullshit table.
Yeah.
The fucking chairs are some random fucking objects she found around the fucking store, around her apartment. Mm-hmm. There's no fucking table really. And she dips back into the kitchen. Kate does, to do some other stuff, and they're looking at the food. I'm like, huh, that looks weird. And they're looking at the rice. Oh, that looks weird. And so Kate's like, there's some turkey in that one. It's a medley. It's because they're wondering why the food is all smashed together in one pot. It's like, oh, it's a medley. I'm a great cook. And you see Matt take the fucking spoon, right? The portion spoon, I guess. Well, I forgot to call it, like the spoon that you use. Everybody uses the communal spoon.
Yeah.
To get the food, and he fucking hits one of the top of the food, right? And it sounds like it's hard as a fucking rock. Like the food doesn't move at all. He's like. I'm like, oh, that's how I knew this food was fucking bad. It was bad. Because he fucking hit that shit. It looked like it was fucking, just like it all melded into one fucking unit. That's what it looked like when he did it. The only thing that was like, it was all dry. So he couldn't even fucking break the fucking crust. The only thing that was wet was the fucking turkey. So like a meatloaf turkey. So he fucking got a spoonful of that, put it on his plate. And then Rose got a spoonful and put it on her plate. They started chewing it, right? And they're like, this is odd. And Kate was wrong for this, but she didn't tell him it was dumpster dive food.
Oh.
Until they started eating. Because they're like, she did explain to them that I like to dumpster dive. That's how I get my food. I don't know why they didn't get 2 and 2 together.
Because they didn't think, oh, this bitch is not crazy enough. She wouldn't give us dumpster food.
Yeah, she fucking. Because he's like, Matt was flat out like, where'd you get this food? And Kate's like, it's a surprise. Ha ha ha. I'm like, you dirty bitch. Because she knew. That's how you know that she knows it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Because she tried to hide it. Like, you knew it was fucked up. If you didn't care, right? I'm like, oh, I went to the dumpster. Have some grapes. You know what I mean? But she knew it was wrong, so she didn't say anything.
You mean you wouldn't eat some grapes out of the dumpster?
Yeah, because I want hepatitis B.
B, C, and D?
B, C, D, and the new one at Z that I fucking make in my body is patient zero. God, imagine being patient zero of a new illness.
Of doing that kind of shit, you will be.
Yeah.
You already got shit on your hands. You're touching the food.
Oh my God, you're right. She probably just never cleans her hand. Oh. I just thought about that. Her hands must fucking.
Just rancid.
And they grab the rice, right? And you can just feel that it's dry. Just by looking at it. And they're like, it's real stale. All the food was stale. It tasted off. And the worst part is, she's like, oh, it's all dumpster dive food. And Rose is like, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. It's like, they got no toilet paper. You better not take a shit. She goes to the bathroom. They come back, right? And they have dessert. After they had that, they didn't even eat any of the. They took like 2 bites. Well,
they thought, okay, it's a pre-made cake. She couldn't have dumpster dived for this.
Yeah, because when they tasted the chocolate cake, shit was stale too. She had the grapes that she found on a table, like fucking the the chocolate cake, the fucking carrot cake that was all fucking mad. Like someone put a fist through it. Like, fuck this job. And
Probably what really happened.
probably they had to throw it out. The fucking chocolate cake was missing like chunks of the top of it because it was like crust had fallen off or some shit. And they're like, they took a bite in the chocolate cake and it's fucking stale too. And so they're just like, well, we had a great time. It's time for us to go. And they leave. And they're like, fucking Rose was like, yeah, I'd probably hang out with her again, but we'd have to go to a restaurant, with real sanitary food.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then fucking Kate, I guess they told Kate that because when they do like the interviews just with the person,
Yeah.
in between like the fucking sequences of them interacting.
Yeah.
They were doing that, and like Kate's like, yeah, I'd probably go to a restaurant, but they have to pay for my food because Kate, I'm not eating. I'm not paying for my own food. That's what Kate said. She said it, unless the only way she'd go to a restaurant is that
Somebody else paid for it.
Yeah, paid for her specifically. So that's Kate Hachimoto. That was the last. I can't believe Rose said they would hang out. I would be like, bitch, I would never see you again. I would fucking sue her for feeding me dumpster. I mean, but. Would you not? I would be
with her shit hands.
That made it worse. Now that I think about it, those grapes probably fucking tasted a little tingy, musky. Yeah, like these taste odd, like corn. But that would be that's like a line you can't cross. You can't give someone food from a fucking dumpster and then act shocked when they ask you like, what's this food came from? Like, oh, it's a surprise.
Well, mostly whenever you consider that, I don't know if they do that in New York City because they probably are not allowed to, but at certain places here in Oklahoma, they actually pour chemicals on the food.
Yeah, my manager used to do that all the time.
Yeah,
in the dumpster, she would put the food right. It would be like it wouldn't even. Okay, so it was sealed, right?
Yeah,
it'd be like candy. And all this stuff would be sealed. It's like barely a day over, right?
Yeah.
And these poor homeless people, they go to the back to try to get that right. She'd go out her way to dump bleach.
Yes.
I'm like, damn, bitch, just let these people have some fucking food.
But they do that here, where like if it comes to like if it's open food, they do it for animals. So that way animals don't get into it. Because if you have something extremely like that Fabuloso or something, it's so strong that animals don't get around it.
Strong as fuck. Gonna knock you out.
That's why Consuelo uses it. That and lemon flesh. But
to go out, like for her to go out, like she went out of her way. Like we didn't do that at our store. She would go out of her way just to fuck with homeless people. She would probably open the packages, dump them, and then fucking.
Kate couldn't go through that shit.
No, she wouldn't. Well, she probably would. Like I could just wash this stuff off, and then wash my clothes with the chemicals.
Used to bleach off of the food.
Yeah, she would have like I don't understand cheapskates. Like the whole concept, right?
Yeah,
is like why be cheap if you have no end goal?
Right.
Like if
you're trying to save up for something.
Yeah, like if I wanted to spend like $3,000 on a new PS5, which because I can't find it for retail, that would be me being cheap, right?
Right.
But it wouldn't be to that extreme.
No,
it wouldn't be me fun. Why? Like I wait till episode 2.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
2.
Yeah, it's 2. I guess they couldn't have enough content for one full episode.
Oh, okay.
So they have 2 guys on that.
I thought you meant that they were just cheapskates together.
Ooh, like who's cheaper?
That would be funny. It's like, are you willing to go dumpster diving the way Kate did? And eat your hepatitis C
that dumpster, that was crazy. Anyone would be willing to do that?
Well, I if I remember right, there's an episode later on that I have seen that would make you want to vomit.
Oh, that bad, huh?
With the way she cooks.
Oh, bad?
She uses the same water on the stove for months on end. She boils like spaghetti in it.
Oh, like a perpetual stew?
Yeah. Over and over and over and over and over with the different spaghettis.
I don't know. I mean,
we're so gloopy because of the start. And then whenever her kids don't eat all the pasta sauce and stuff, she puts it back into the jar.
Oh God. What is wrong with people? What is your end game? What do
and they had a sports get together with her husband. And he brought his friends over and they turned off the TV for the commercials.
Oh, wow. How would they know when the fucking game back?
Just turn it back on.
Just hoping the game would be back on?
Yeah.
There's no way I would hang out with people like that.
And he had friends over that day. And they have one light bulb for the house. She takes it out.
So she takes it and she moves it around. Oh my god. People are fucking weird.
Wait till you see that episode, though.
I will get to it eventually. 3 episodes at a time. Oh man, I swear.
Just nasty ass people.
There's this other one that my 600-pound life. I haven't seen it, but on TikTok they keep showing the doctor, and
the doctor's funny.
Yeah, apparently the doctor is the most savage motherfucker that's ever lived.
Because he's not even American, I don't think. Because he's got an accent. So.
And he's so brutally honest. This one woman said, like, I think because I was using non-fat ranch dressing on my salad, that's why I was gaining weight. And he's like, are you using a gallon of ranch dressing? I'm like, God. This other woman said, like, that sometimes, you know, because I can't move around that often, I just reach for whatever is closest to me. That's what I eat. And he's like, so apparently a pizza is closer to you than a salad. Or some shit like that. Like, it's easier to walk to a pizza than a salad, is what he said. I'm like, damn. Cold as, that's why they kept him on, too. Yeah. Probably because he was just fucking brutal. Yeah. And they were loving it.
But if you dealt with those kind of people every day, and it's not to say that anybody that's just a little bit overweight is one thing. When you get to the 600-pound level and up, you're trying to get
kill yourself, yeah.
Like, you are, like, it takes effort.
I know,
to gain that much
I'm
weight.
a fucking gluten, and I'm not nowhere near 600 pounds.
Right. Like, there's a difference between being overweight and being like, what the fuck is that? Like the what is it, the 1,000-pound sisters?
There was one episode of 600-pound life. The brother was like at 580, right? Yeah. The sister got on the scale, right? And she was 800. He's like, damn, right in the same. I was thinking like 580 was heavy. But she 800. How the fuck can you still? She was still walking around.
Really?
She must be like but if she got her to work right, she must the best fucking lineman in a football game, be knocking motherfuckers down.
You know how much she could lift?
Probably 800 pounds.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, because if she loses weight, she could probably kick a tree down.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Those bones are so fucking difficult, like dense.
So fucking thick. Fucking kicking Anderson Silva's legs in.
Somebody see, she could go into MMA or UFC.
Man, you lay on top of somebody, probably kill him.
No, after if she was to lose weight.
Oh, she would lose all that weight?
Yeah, they go fight her. It's like,
can't even lift her up. She's so fucking thick. Get off me, girl. Boom.
That would be funny though.
Yeah, but that whole being that obese is just like, that's not a good life. They look so sad. I mean, like, what?
Or if you look like, I know that now one of the 600-pound sisters or 1,000-pound sisters, one Tammy, she's lost weight now. But she was so big, she was almost closing her eyes.
Oh, like she could, like her eyes were like...
Well, her forehead was...
caved in.
Starting to come into her eye.
Maybe she's a boxer. All those punches, you know, they give you those puffy eyes. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, like her face was really like her whole cheek, it was so like full of fat.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like her eyes were like shutting off.
I haven't seen a fat forehead.
Huh.
Like, fat on the forehead.
I don't know, man. You got to lose some weight, people. Come on. I got to lose some weight.
I mean, I'm big, but damn, I move every day.
I'm big as hell too, but I'm not like going to fall over and not be able to get back up.
Hey, you know you're too big whenever you start waddling.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get into like a rhythm where you can't get out.
It's like, I'm stuck. I'm too fat. Help me.
I got the betas.
You know you're too big when you're like... actually, I'm not sure. I've never been that big, so I don't know what being too big is. It's like, I leave my fucking shoe untied. I don't give a fuck. Damn, I'm not going down there to tie. That's when you know you're like, oh, fuck all that.
You get the slip-ons.
Oh, yeah, they probably wear sandals and slip-ons all the time.
Crocs.
I don't know. That shit's just terrible to be that heavy. It's like seeing dogs that heavy, right?
Yeah.
And then you see them lose all that weight and how much more fucking happy they are.
Yeah.
They're all just fucking rotund as fuck. Like, oh, this is my life. And then they lose like all that weight and they're just like, boom. They're just fucking moving. I got to lose some weight now.
TLC takes advantage of these people.
Yeah, like they fucking just put him out there. Like, oh, tender loving care. Is that what it's called, right? The channel?
I know it's what actual TLC is.
The Loving Channel? The Learning Channel. That's what it is. The Learning Channel.
The Learning Channel.
I think so. Yeah.
Learn how to take advantage of these
Oh
motherfuckers.
yeah, like they never helped out, Honey Boo Boo or nothing like that.
That fat little bitch.
My name's Honey Boo Boo, and I don't give a fuck. And I'm her mama, and I got a big ass fucking. I'm dating a pedophile. Like right there, wasn't she dating a pedophile? That's why they canceled the show.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong, but
Let's just say we're right.
I mean, look, they take advantage of it again, like people with Big Ed, where he wants all the sympathy in the world, but then he's just a complete douchebag throughout the entire thing.
But I mean,
I bet it gets views, but on TV,
yeah, like they exploit people.
He's been on 2 seasons.
Oh, so they know. So they're just doing it to
Yes,
They're not.
he had the one girl from where was it? The Philippines, I think. Mm-hmm. Is where he went to meet his first 90-day fiance named Rose. He basically blamed...
Was it the same Rose that with Matt? She moved to the Philippines to get away
dealing with that,
and he started dating Kate. That would be fucking wild.
But no, he was such an asshole to her and everything, where he basically played like mind games with her the entire time, and then he broke up with her.
He doesn't look like the brightest one to be playing mind games,
but he tries.
Looks like he eats crayons. I'm sorry, Big Ed, but come on.
And then he got with another girl for another series, and they ended up breaking up.
They know they exploit everybody.
Yes, they
fucking
do.
TLC. You're full of shit.
That's why I said the Learning Channel. Learn how to take care of it,
Learn how to
everybody's money.
Yeah, learn how to take advantage of people with probably like mental disorders or something. You never know. Like they could have like something like seriously wrong with them.
Yeah.
Like impulse control, especially with people that are that heavy.
Well, didn't they also have hoarders?
Yeah, exactly. Like they and like, oh, like at the end we help them out, but even so, you still exploit them all the way through.
Like the lady that
like fucking Dr. Phil.
Exactly.
Just using people.
Well, there was an interview with Dr. Phil where I think he was on Rogan, and Rogan asked him about what's her name, the Catch Me Outside girl. And all he did is put his head, oh god, because it's like he knew he made that monster.
He made her.
Yeah, she was on his show first.
And that's when she started that.
Yeah,
well, that's his fucking
Catch
fault.
Me Outside. How about that?
She probably beat the shit out of Dr. Phil.
He looked down there, he's like, oh
god. Shit. What about the guy that came out looking like Dr. Phil?
Oh, the guy that used to
do bum fights.
Yeah,
and he said like I do the same shit you do, just use people for money.
Yeah,
and he's like he looked like a young version of Dr. Phil. He'd like legit look like Dr. Phil.
It's hilarious.
Dr. Phil, he didn't know how. He couldn't even defend himself. He just cut the interview short.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not gonna do this.
Like, I'm not gonna condone this conversation. Like, oh, that means you lost.
Exactly. And then he had he's had so many weird people on that damn show. Like he's had that streamer that was on there that thought he was a robot. They had, I'm like, oh my god, just crazy ass people.
Yeah, I'll never believe those people that have people and they show all their horrible stuff, and then just for money, and then they're fucking don't even help them out.
Yeah. Well, didn't South Park do an episode about that where it had Butters, where Scrody McBoogerballs, where he was on Maury or something like that, and all those crazy weird looking people did the rounds of all the different talk shows.
No, not Scrody. That was where he had the fucking balls on his chin.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And it was a weird satire, because I don't know what they were trying to say with it. They were saying that they were exploiting those people.
Yes.
But at the same time, in the thing, they were saying that the people being exploited wanted to be exploited for the money.
Yes.
So I got real confused.
Well, because it's showing the dichotomy.
Both sides, yeah.
Like those people want the money because they need the money, because where else are they going to work? And then you have the people that are taking advantage.
They're willing to pay them to be on the
like Maury, where like the fears, like whenever they'd show the phobias.
Oh.
Where it's like there was a lady that was afraid.
I only knew Maury from like, you are not the father.
No, he used to do even crazier
that shit was on every fucking Monday through Friday. Like, you are not the, like, that shit would, like, you could watch that shit 50 fucking times a day.
Every woman did the same fucking run whenever it was she didn't choose the right guy. And you have to give props to the camera guy. He kept up with him every time.
I could get experience from following them all. But yeah, so that's Extreme Cheapskates.
Cool. And
I guess we're kind of exploiting them by talking about them. I hope not.
Yeah, I'm not making money off of them. So.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Well, No, we're not actually. We don't make a dime.
Exactly. So, you can't feel too bad about it.
I guess not.
I mean, you don't get a dime from TLC.
I got that. I guess not. That's true. Fuck you, TLC. Give us some money.
No, they'd be more likely to copyright than they would.
Copyright strike. I was like, oh. Didn't we get one for Constantine?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, we got one for Constantine, and I don't understand that one either.
They didn't say why?
No.
Motherfuckers.
No, it was for like a 5 seconds or something.
Oh.
So it's like...
What is it, 5 seconds of a bare dick? What is it that you saw that it was still fucking offensive?
Well, Google also considers some of the content that you've done shocking.
I haven't done anything. All I've done is spoken my mind as is permitted to me by the Constitution of America. That's all I've done.
You didn't do anything just shocking.
Hey man, I just report the news.
not controversial, not like inappropriate, just shocking.
They were like, that shit was too far, apparently. I have not said a damn thing, but I'm probably the most fucking controversial.
And you got it twice.
I was born for it.
And it wasn't even the same. It wasn't even the college videos twice. It was 2 different videos.
It was a different thing. Damn, I'm amazing.
Just shocking. In quotations.
Oh. Well, they're gonna see me a lot more, so get ready to have those fucking quotations all over.
But anything else to add before we head out today?
Yeah.
If
you're gonna be frugal, have a reason for it. Buy a house, a car.
have a goal.
Don't just be cheap just to be cheap. don't dumpster dive either.
For food, mostly.
Yeah, go to those places that help people get food, donations and stuff. Don't dumpster dive ever. You're the reason we have horrible diseases. When you keep doing weird shit like banging animals and eating dumpster food, this is how we get those mutated fucking diseases and viruses.
And the resistant viruses.
Yeah, those fucking unkillable fucking diseases that want to kill us because we're so fucking stupid. Like, look at this mushroom. Let me eat this fucking mushroom real quick. Then you fucking turn into a zombie.
That's what's going to start the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, it's going to be someone doing some weird shit. Like if I eat this mushroom with this fucking weed and this brownie with a little bit of PCP and his fucking brain explodes. Just have some common sense is all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Although, to be honest, someone had to eat the food first to see if it was good or bad. So just got to have the dumbest people eat it. And then the smart people, like, don't eat that one. Chalk that off the list. Just throw people out in the woods back in the olden days, right?
Yeah.
Eat this fucking fruit we found. Like, and he fucking dies because it's a fucking poison mushroom. Like, well, not that one. All right. Eat this. He eats it. Oh, it's a banana. And mark that. That's good. Eat this. And it's a fucking, like, fucking melt your mouth. Then they eat lava. Like, eat this. Oh, no, we can't have that. It's real hot. I guess we have to have testers in the world.
That's true. It's true.
But, now we have more advanced ways to test.
More common sense stuff.
Yeah. That's all I have to say.
All right.
I hope it's not shocking or controversial.
It will be, but sure. We'll talk to you guys.
Now I want to push the limits of what I'm going to say to see how far.
How shocking you
Yeah, how YouTube, that might actually increase our fucking viewership if I just keep getting fucking dogged on by YouTube. I have a right to say what I say. It's not hate speech. It's not slurs. It's just my freedom of speech.
It's just shocking.
It's just shocking when I talk about it.
All right, we'll talk to you guys on the next one.
What is this, fucking 1984?